she's so phony. And Whoopi, this is so creative. No, it wasn't. I felt like I was in a damn Mexican plantain sugarcane farm. Okay.
It's a good thing about America. You can watch what you want when you want. So you were able to watch Kid Rock, or you could watch Bad Bunny, or if you were smart, you go back and forth just to stay on top of stuff. But you know what I know people. I'm sorry, I keep laughing because I think you don't recognize excellence and creativity when you see it. Do you know how creative that was?
Yeah.
What he did. Yeah. I mean,
the production alone.
It was just
unbelievable.
I mean, come on, man.
Take away the Spanish language lyrics. Take away the shitty audio. Let's do that. Let's take all of those things out. If this were just graded against, and I'm not picking on Snoop, but on that West Coast rap halftime show, which people also complained about. You know, I don't like West Coast rap. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right. Okay. The production value was so low for this Bad Bunny thing.
So low.
To.
I mean, he was upset. He said no one would understand what was being said. You didn't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
You didn't have to understand or speak Spanish to feel the joy and to feel the unity and the message of inclusivity that was there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And she's a whole damn lie. Yes, you did have to speak Spanish to understand what the hell he was saying. Like I said, it was a bunch of Hispanic people running all over the stage.
The bar was set in hell. The Washington Post tells us it was full of wholesome family values. Others lectured Christians on how we should be celebrating it because Jesus loves people who speak all kinds of languages. But the problem with rocking out to a song sung in a language that you don't understand is that you don't understand it. Allow me to help you out. Here are some of the lyrics that Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, translated for your convenience. Ready for this? Bet you're not. I'm gonna take them all to the VIP. Say hello to Auntie. Let's take a selfie, say cheese, let the ones I already smile. A Dominican who is a fresh hottie, fresh hottie. The one from Barcelona that came by plane and says that my dick is fire. My dick is being chased and I want you to hide it. Grab it like a bonga. She took a pill that made her horny. She in the Audi, not in the Honda. That's what was being performed in front of more than 150 million people at the nation's largest sporting event by a cross-dressing rapper who we're supposed to believe Jesus would have been applauding because he spews his filth in something other than English. But see, here's the thing about diversity. It's not wonderful for its own sake. Beauty and humanity come in all kinds of diverse forms, but so does the contents of my garbage can, which frankly is exactly where this halftime show belongs, even if you couldn't understand why.
And listen, the NFL knows what it is. Halftime, people are going to the bathroom, they're checking their cell phones, they're, re-upping on their food, whatever they're doing. It's not usually something that people clear the decks for and pay attention to. So let's not get it twisted as far as, we're this big behemoth halftime show thing. People could take or leave it, just to be real honest with you, especially if you're fortunate enough to spend $5,000 to $10,000 going to the game. This is your moment. Unless you're holding up a flashcard or something, this is your moment to do a myriad of other things. There were lots of people in the audience who were watching the TPUSA show on their cell phones.
Right.
Everybody was kind of dipping and dapping. The one thing I will say that I have found tremendously entertaining about this whole episode was Sonny Hostin in that hat. Now, I don't know where she was going with that. I don't know why she was doing that, but that brought me more joy than all of the NFL shows combined. That brought me more joy. What the hell is she doing? What is going on this show? What is going on this show?
No. First of all, I think it's called a pava hat. I had to look it up, right? First of all, if I was there, I think I would have just get a half Nelson on her. I want to just knock it off her head. She's so phony. And Whoopi, this is so creative. No, it wasn't. I felt like I was in a damn Mexican plantain sugarcane farm. Okay, that's what I felt like. I mean, I'm like, really, seriously? And she's, you had to be inclusive. How was it inclusive when most of the people in the United States didn't understand a damn word? There was no attempt to include the United States citizens. There really wasn't. I mean, the dancing, okay, the people dancing, they're always a little, something to see, just dancing in general. But he was not good. He was not entertaining to me. I didn't even get any kind of like vibes that make me want to move, just even looking through the screen.
I'm like, who is this man? Golly. He can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly. This is ridiculous. And got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on. I can't stand this. Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness?
With Michael Jackson, all the ones we mentioned before, you wanted to get up, you wanted to sing, you wanted to dance, you wanted to do the moonwalk and try to do it if you can, right? Mm-hmm. All that stuff. Even Whitney Houston, when I hear her singing the anthem, I play it on YouTube, it still gives me chills, okay? Yeah, all time. The guy, as a matter of fact, the guy who did the national anthem for this NFL, I thought he did a beautiful job. Charles, I think it was Puth. If I'm not Charlie Puth, I thought he did a beautiful job. That was a really nice rendition of him doing the Star Spangled Banner last night. It was just, these people on The View, they had no view. Or let me say this, their view is, I would say 100%, 99.9% leftist. They're going to say what the left wants them to say so that they can still be invited to the party.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love creativity, art, music, dance. My background is in theater. Okay. So a lot of times, as for being a conservative, I am kind of pulled a lot of times because, a lot of that world is out there. Say again?
Lewd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I recognize good music, good, theater, good art and things like that. What that thing was at the Super Bowl was not it. And like you ladies said, outside, take away that we could not understand a word he said. And again, I'm a rap lover. I love hip hop. I mean, I'm trying to wean myself off, folks, so give me a break. But
I'm not weaning off.
I mean, I love hip hop. I love, I don't like reggaeton, but I love dance hall. I love reggae, things like that. And so that what he did was awful. I mean, it had no rhythm. And then that's just the lyrics and the music. Then you look at the what he presented, like the visual side of it. It wasn't good. It was just like I don't know, people that were there probably didn't like it. At least we could see it because they, had the cameras capturing things on the screen and things like that, but it was not good at all. And look how we compared it to Prince's his halftime show. It was him, it was a band, a marching band, and he had his guitar. That's it. And folks, it brought tears to my eyes just rewatching it today. So
he had the Florida A&M Rattlers, or FAMU as we call it, the Rattlers marching band playing with him. Can you imagine what that feels like? What'd you do this weekend? I'll play back up the Prince in my marching uniform. Are you serious?
That was a halftime show.
Absolutely. Which goes to my point. I say this a lot, particularly with the R&B era that I love. When you are a musician and you have good skills, talent, you don't need a whole lot of fluff because you know how to command the audience with your instrument, whether it's a guitar, your voice, the moves, whatever. You don't need all that fluff and frill. You just don't. You can command the audience and the stage because that's what they want to see and that's what they want to hear. Bad Bunny, you know what? All them eggs were rotten.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I know we have some super chatters here. I believe we have.
Be leaders ourselves.
Black women are being used by the Democrat Party.
All of these socioeconomic indicators are in the negative, particularly for Black people. They want mob rule. When Trump was in office, please somebody tell me what act of dictatorship did he perform?
She had Donald Trump's hair on top of her head. And she's sitting here talking about brown girl this, brown girl that.
Because she's a black woman.
They would ask her how to spell her first name and clap like sea monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.